Hey yo, what is groovy? What is good? It's your boy Papa Capes and we are back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description down below. Using that link directly supports me and directly supports the channel, yo. If you decide to start with that link that you can find in the description, you will immediately be greeted by Tholen Foulbeard right off the bat. And as you progress just a little bit, you will then meet the likes of Ugo, Tagore, and Mausoleum Mage. And right now is one of the best times to start a new account in Raid. Why? Because you can use code RAID7 to get Pelops the Victor or code Wrath to get Padraig. And still right now to secure a third legendary to your roster right off the bat, you can simply log into the game for 7 days, and on day 7 you will be greeted by Skeletor. Yes, Skeletor has returned. So thank you for deciding to use that link and have fun playing Raid. We vibing out, yo. Let's get into the video. All right, so we have reached quite an important milestone on the account, and that is something that I would like to talk about briefly today. Not in too much detail or in depth or anything like that, but we have finally, after being trolled for 2 weeks by a Chimera without receiving a single frag, we have finally secured 100 out of 100 frags for Embrys. And that's a GG right there. It's taken us long. It's taken us just over a year, which is perfectly fine. We no longer compare our progress or our journey to anyone else's. But what I do want to talk about today is, should I pull him now or should I wait until perhaps a fusion that I want to go for, a champ chase that's part of that fusion, or any other event that he might benefit to? And why that's a discussion is because I learned with Arbiter that just because you have access to a champion doesn't necessarily mean, first of all, that you can use them to the best of their ability. And second of all, Arbiter, you don't really have that choice with, or at least I don't think you do. But with the fragment, someone like this, you have the choice as to when you want to pull them on your account. And if I'm not mistaken, I think a mythical gets you like 1,000 points towards a champ chase event. So this could truly help us quite substantially in a champion chase event during a fusion or during the next fusion. And that's what I want to discuss here today. So first things first, I just want to go and glance at his kit real quick. Embrys the Anomaly, Knight's Revenant Mythical. The first thing I want to comment on is that I've never pulled a mythical on this account. I don't even pull many legendaries. So the fact that he's the first mythical that we're going to be getting on our account automatically makes this so much harder to decide whether I should summon him now or whether I should hold off, be patient, and be slightly disciplined. Everybody knows the hype around getting your first mythical. And although this isn't a mythical pull, it's still something that I've been working towards for over a year and that I'm proud to have achieved. So that's a mad contributing factor as to why I'm on the fence as to whether I should pull him now or not. But let's briefly run through his kit. Embrys the Anomaly, Knight's Revenant, Support Mythical Champion, 6-star right off the bat. He's a 1 in his primary form. Is that what we can call that? Default form. Let's call it default form. He's a 1 in his default form. Attacks all enemies, destroys each target's max HP by 3%, stacks up to 30%. Also increases the duration of one random debuff on all enemies by 1 turn. This effect cannot be resisted if enemies have necrosis stacks. If enemies have any necrosis stacks. He's A2, very briefly, places a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn and a 50% decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. These effects cannot be resisted if enemies have necrosis stacks. A3, again, attacks all enemies, removes any stone skin, replaces them with True Fear. Then, block debuffs buffs will be replaced with block buffs debuffs. Also removes any buffs positively affecting stats and replaces them with their mirrored debuff equivalent, such as increased attack being replaced by decreased attack. Buffs such as continuous heal and strengthen will be replaced by heal reduction and weaken debuffs respectively. The mirrored debuffs will have the same duration as the buffs before they were replaced. Then steals 5% of each target's turn meter for each buff converted into a debuff by their skill. Also decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 20%. These effects cannot be resisted if enemies have any necrosis stacks. Wait, that's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. As I'm reading through this, I'm processing where I could potentially use him, and obviously for waves, potentially in arena as well. I'm kind of curious to find out if he might positively contribute to my Demon Lord setup. But I mean, remove Stone Skin off the bat, definitely gonna help in arena. And then this is the Metamorph ability, transforms this champion into their alternate form, then grants an extra turn. But they do also have a passive. Whenever an enemy is killed, places 1 necrosis stack on all other enemies. Necrosis stacks cannot be resisted or blocked blocked, necrosis stacks can only be removed by reviving dead allies. This effect does not work against bosses and their minions. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, this effect will only activate once. At the start and the end of this champion's turn, instantly activates any necrosis stacks on all enemies. He also then has an aura, increases all ally HP in all battles by 35%. And the ascension takes place. Not really an ascension, but that just sounded right. That is his alternate form out here, looking kind of dope. Just thinking about the fact that this is the first mythical is going to be cracked. Is that an eyeball in his weapon? Wait, never ever noticed that before. I'm not somebody that does window shopping, so I don't go to like mythical champions, be like, I hope I get this champion one day. I don't like window shopping. So that looks pretty cool. His A1 in the alt form attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if the target has any necrosis stacks, also places a block revive debuff if this attack kills an enemy. A2. On the alt form, it's an AoE, deals double damage to enemies whose accuracy is lower than their accuracy. Ignores 50% of each champion's defense whose accuracy is equal to or higher than this champion's accuracy. Okay, so that's nice. It doesn't just do if they lower. If they're equal to and higher, they're still in effect. So that's pretty cool. A3 swaps HP with an enemy if the target is a boss, fully restores this champion's destroyed max HP and fully heals this champion instead. Each time the skill is used, increases this champion's ignore defense effect by 10%, while in their alt form, stacks up to 50%, then grants an extra turn. And that's just the transformation back into their default form. The passive that comes with the alt form, when this champion dies, reflects damage equal to 50% of the fatal hit back to the attacker, including any surplus charge. Whenever an enemy is killed, places one necrosis stack. Okay, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same. That's the same. That's the same. If this champion is about to get killed by a fatal hit, preempts that hit and instantly places revive on death buff on them for one turn before the damage is taken. Fantastic. So there we have it. Slightly more HP in the alt form than in the default form. Slightly more speed, slightly less attack, and slightly less defense. So that's kind of interesting as well. So that's the kit. And off the bat, block revives could come in clutch for Ice Golem, whether normal or hard. That stone skin will definitely be used in arena, classic arena, tag team arena, maybe even live arena, depending on how fast I can get him. And as the arena team that I have is the only team that's speed tuned, speed is crucial. So if I can get him to fit in perfectly, after some more diligent reading into his kit and seeing maybe there's a synergy that I can make it work with, then definitely live arena as well. So that just makes it so much more difficult as to whether or not I should pull Embrys. And the question I want to ask you guys, again, going to the comments right after the video drops and engaging with you all, conversing with you all, debating about certain topics is literally my favorite thing to do. So thank you to those of you who put in that effort and just go through to the comments right after you like and subscribe. But after you like and subscribe, I'll see you in the comments, and it's literally my favorite thing to do. So please let me know, what do you guys think? Is it not really that much of an impact to wait and just pull him now because he will impact my account immediately? Should I wait because I don't even have enough force potions to get into 6-star ascension right now? So tomorrow's Tuesday, Force Keep opens, then I'll 100% put some energy into farming those potions. But I mean, I've waited for over a year, so will another month hurt? That's my question. In terms of gear, I wouldn't even know what to build them in. I think right now, my highest HP champion on my account is possibly Rector, who's not even at 100k HP. She's just under 82k HP. So that's just thumb sucking. That's not really a guarantee. But I do think it's Rector in terms of HP. Do I have the gear that Embrys needs to excel? Would he be in stone skin and protection, which I've kind of got a decent amount of gear for? Or would he be in something like bolster? Am I going to use him as an HP nuker? Am I going to use him mainly for support? I don't even know. Even though I've read through his kit now, the way my brain works is I need to read something until I understand it. Then I won't forget it. Once I understand it, then it's genuinely easy for me to think about gear, think about all of those things. So right now, I don't want to make a comment based on said kit because I'm not sure if I fully understand it. But then in terms of books, so we mentioned potions, not brews, potions for ascension. Let's go into a force champion right here. I think you need like 30 or 40 odd of the superior potions, superior force potions to actually get him to 6 stars, where we're nowhere near Force Keep opens tomorrow, like I said. So we don't have the potions to get him to 6-star ascension. When it comes to skills, we've got 4 mythical books. Didn't take note of the books needed. Not even sure if it shows in that screen right there, but it probably does. So we've only got 4 books as well. Will it be worth putting all 4 of these books into Embrys? Because like, who knows when you get another mythical? Or does he not even need books? Again, when I decide to pull him, I'll also do my research. I'll also do the studying from the game itself and checking his kit out, but then also going to other content creators as resources, watching their videos, going through Reddit and whatnot, just to clue myself up, not taking everything that is said and just taking it like verbatim, but I like to take bits and pieces from what people say as advice, manipulate it to suit my style, and then apply it. So that is the question I have to you. It's a quick one today. There will be uploads every single day this week, starting today, obviously. And yeah, like I said, I'll meet you guys in the comments after this video goes live. Until then, thank you once again to Raid for sponsoring this video and for hooking us up with our own download link that you can find in the description below. Using that link directly supports me and directly supports the channel. And yeah, happiness is a choice. Kindness is absolutely free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.